men are out for protest. Our government are not doing the right thing. They have blocked the road now. At Agan, Makodi.
Hello my people, welcome back again to this channel. Thank you so much for being with me again in this live section. So let us take a look at what really happened today. Let's dive into what is going on in Nigeria today. You can see that the protest that happened in Benue State, where these Benue women, they blocked the highway and they were saying enough is enough to this indiscriminate arrest and herdsmen killings. They say that enough is enough to the Fulani herdsmen, that they have been destroying so many things in their state and they cannot take it again. You can see that these were Benue women and they were they were even blocking the highway itself, obstructing vehicles from moving. Like, this is not just another protest. This is the voice of Benue women, mothers, sisters, widows crying out against a system that has failed them. They are crying out against a system that has failed them. This is not just them. This is the voice of mothers, of widows who have suffered enough in Benue State, and they cannot take it again because they say they are tired of the way the Fulanis are buying them. Now let us really dive into what's really happened in Benue State and why these women we are seeing protesting in the streets, talking about that they should stop the killings going on in Benue State. That enough is enough. So on Friday morning, which is today, women from the North Bank area of Makurdi, the capital of Benue State, blocked the federal highway near Agan toll gate. They were not armed, they were not violent, they were wielding leaves, that which it means a traditional symbol of peace and money. So they were carrying this particular leaf, which you guys know that anytime they carry leaf, anywhere you see leaf, it shows peace, and it shows that, oh, they are not really violent. This shows peace. That is a traditional symbol of that leaf. So they were singing songs, saying that enough is enough to the killing going on in Benue State. Their message was loud and clear. They said, we are tired of the killings, we are tired of watching our sons and husbands arrested in So the women, they came out and they were talking about, one of the protesters said that in just one day they arrested 50 of our boys. What did they do? Nothing. But the real killers, the headsmen, are still free, attacking us on a daily basis. Then another protester came out and said that we live in fear of being raped, killed, or displaced by armed headsmen, and now we fear the police too. Who is left to protect us? You can imagine. These protesters came in the shadow of a deadly wave of violence. Just weeks earlier, the Yalawete community in Guma local government area was attacked. Over 100 people were confirmed dead, with some estimates placing the number as high as 200. On June 13, around 10 p.m., terrorists attacked an IDP camp, sheltering over 400 people. When they repelled by their military, they turned their guns and machetes on the Yelawata main market, burning victims alive, destroying homes, and chanting Allah Akaba, sending a chilling, message. It was one of the most horrible massacre in recent memory, and yet there have been no meaningful arrest of the real perpetrators. They have like the attack that happened in Benue State was terrible, in the sense that they keep attacking them and they are not doing anything about it. So guys, I said I'm going to show you guys a video of where these Fulani herdsmen we are seeing running away after committing an attack. I think the people of I don't know the particular place it was happening, but the people were chasing them away, telling them to go with their cattle, and they were running away. And you know the statement that they made at the ending? One of them said that we are going to come back, meaning that they're still going to come back and deal with them because they are trying to tell them to leave their community. This is terrible. Just watch these guys, and I'll be right back.
Innocent citizens are protecting their farms from Fulani herdsmen. Look at them running back after committing. They have committed and they are running back to their place. Look at them with their cattle after killing innocent citizens in Benue along Agrieved axis. And look at farmers running back from their farms. Look at them running. You can see one of the Fulani headsmen with his cutlass running. You can see them. He's running. He's afraid. He's thinking they want to attack him. Yes, they are thinking they want to attack them. Meya faru aboki. Yakuna gudu haka. Da zagani gobe ko? Kache gobe za mu gani ko? Okay, the Fulani man is saying we will see tomorrow. Yes. The community will see tomorrow. Yes, that the community will see tomorrow. That is to say they are coming back for attack. Look at them going.
So you guys saw that video, right? Now that was a video of a Fulani man, and the people who owns the community were chasing them away. And you know the statement they made to the people who owns the community? They said that they were going to come back, meaning that they are coming back for attack. Because as you see, all of them were running with their cattle. They were afraid that those people want to attack them. Yes, they were afraid that those people want to attack them, and they made this statement saying that they are going to come back again. Shows that they say that it means that, oh, they want to still come and attack. This is terrible. Like what these Fulani people are doing. Just also take another video. Take a look at another video of this Fulani herdsman in someone's farm and allowing his cows to be eating someone's harvest. And when the man was telling him to come out, he was like, he's not going to come out. That if you like, let him go and call Tinubu. Just watch this.
Yeah, Tinubu, go call Tinubu. Make him call and send that.
Ma call Tinubu.
Call her now.
So no come out for farm.
Where do you go see? I don't go come out for farm.
So guys, you guys have seen what these Fulani herdsmen are doing to us in this country. Like, this is not an isolated case. What happened in Benue is not an isolated case at all. These killings are systematic and is growing day by day. Yet the Nigerian state appears more committed to arresting young men in poor communities than confronting the actual armed herders responsible. All the only thing the government is after is how to be arresting poor men in their community instead of them to go after these herders that are causing problem in Nigeria. Now, according to the Benue NGOs network, over 5,700 lives have been lost to herdsmen terrorism since 2011. Over 150,000 people have been displaced. And in just 1 month, June 2025, more than 6,500 people were driven from their homes. Then by February 2025, 2,843 new arrivals flooded into IDP sites in just 1 week. So we ask, where is the justice? Why are Nigerian security agencies more focused on raiding innocent homes in the North Bank than pursuing terrorists in the bushes of Guma? Why are IDP camps still full while herdsmen roam free? Why is ethnic cleansing being downplayed when mothers are crying on the highway? You guys saw that video, right? Of where these Benue women we are seeing crying on the highway, saying that enough is enough to these Benue killings. And you ask yourself, in this country, where is the justice? Are we even really getting justice for all the things that is happening? So the Nigerian government to go out there and be chasing the herdsmen, the armed herdsmen, they are there arresting poor people, poor young men in their community. Like, what is going on? Why are Nigerian security agencies more focused on raiding innocent homes in North Bank than pursuing terrorists in the bushes of Guma? Why are IDP camps still full while herdsmen are roaming free? There are so many IDP camps in Nigeria. Yes, there are so many IDP camps. All these terrorists that they are roaming free, and IDP camp in Nigeria is getting worse. It's getting bigger day by day. This is more than a protest, like it is a cry for survival, a rejection of a system that chooses silence over protection, fear over justice. Benue women have spoken. Now the nation must listen. You guys heard the Benue women, right? When they were saying enough is enough to the killings going on in Benue State, that their husbands are being killed, their husbands can't also go to farm. They went on saying that they are not criminals, that they are victims. They are victims of these Fulani herdsmen. And the women we are seeing telling them they should stop the arrest, stop the killings. And they went on saying that there must be justice for Benue State. Over everything that happened, there must be justice for Benue State. Benue is bleeding while the nation is watching. For over a decade now, Benue State has been under siege, yet national conversations remain silent. Why is Benue not trading like other security cities in the north or south? Are Benue lives less valuable? Security agents, they will ignore the killers and instead harass the victims. Innocent youths are profiled, arrested, and sometimes disappear without a trace. This amounts to state-sponsored trauma and psychological welfare against already oppressed communities. The farmers, which are the backbone of Nigerian food supply, you guys know Benue is the food basket of the nation, right? So let me say, many percent of Benue residents, they all invest in farming. Like all their income is coming from farming. Still, this herdsmen has refused them to do what they are known for. They have refused them to do what they're known for. They invade their farms and even threaten to buy them as their cattle feed on their harvest. So by attacking Benue farmers, the national food chain is being destroyed, because the way the Fulani herdsmen are attacking these Benue farmers, the national food chain is being destroyed in Nigeria. That's why you see this high cost of food in the this high cost of food in the market, because of what is going on, because of the Benue killings. That's why there's high cost of food in the market. Herdsmen are not just killing people, they are crippling agriculture, worsening hunger and inflation in Nigeria. That is one thing that they don't know, and that is one thing that the Nigerian government does not know. These herdsmen are not just killing people, they are also crippling agriculture, worsening hunger and inflation in Nigeria. They are not farmer herder clashes. All this is that are saying that is farmer herder clashes. It's not farmer herder clashes. They are deliberate armed men who have come to destroy Nigeria, who have come to take over Nigeria. The attackers are often well equipped with AK-47, military grade weapons, and have sophisticated intelligence. Witnesses have reported that these attackers chant religious slogans, burn churches, and target TV dominated areas, raising fears of ethnic and religious cleansing. The primary duty of any government is the protection of life and property. In Benue, they both have been abandoned despite repeated cries, petitions, and protests. No concrete no concrete federal response has been implemented. Where are our state governors? Where is the National Assembly? Where is the president? Like, where are they? And all these things is happening. Over 150,000 displaced people with children living in market shift tents under extreme heat and rain. Most are without access to food, healthcare, or even clean water. Women are giving birth in the open. Because of what the Fulani herdsmen are doing to them, women are not giving birth in the open. They don't even have access to food, healthcare, or clean water. IDP camps keep increasing on a daily basis. Now, disease outbreak are rising due to poor sanitation and overcrowding in the IDP camp. The attackers strike at night when people are most vulnerable. They often begin with one village and then sweep across neighbor areas over several days. It shows a clear tactical approach, not random clashes. And all these people are saying that, oh, it's former headers clashes. There's nothing like former headers clashes. Those people are well armed. These people are terrorists. I don't believe in that former header clash. There's nothing like former header clash. These people are well armed people who came to take over Nigeria. So you see, the Benue women, these women we are seeing raising their voices, not just in grief, but they were in defense. Their protest is a peaceful civil disobedience aimed at waking up the conscience of the nation. They represent thousands of voiceless mothers, widows, and displaced families. Many national media houses have downplayed the scale of the attack. Some avoid calling it terrorism and instead use the softer word clashes, and which is I'm against. I'm against it. There's nothing like former header clashes. This is terrorism. These people are heavily equipped, so I don't believe in it. Some of the media they don't want to state it to the fact of how it is. They don't want to state it that way, that they are going through corners. They know that, oh, this is not a former header clash, but they keep calling it former header clashes. When they know that, oh, this what happened is terrorism. These people attack. These people are not even former, they are terrorists. They're terrorists. So some of this media, they avoid calling it terrorism, and instead they use the softer word for it and say it is clashes. This media silence is dangerous. I'm telling you, it is very dangerous. So very few politician figures have visited the IDP camps or attended the mass burials. Some even dismiss the victims as collateral damage in former header disputes. Why are they so quick to fly abroad but slow to stand with their own people? Now, this is a question that I want to ask everybody. Let me know your comments by dropping it. Why is it that these politicians are so quick to fly abroad but slow to stand with their own people? Once it's time to stand with Nigeria, they're so slow to it. But when it's time for them to fly abroad, you will see them. They will leave very, very fast. They'll be so fast in it. So the thing that these terrorists have been doing, they have been burning villages, targeting markets, attacking IDP camps, beheading victims. These are tactics seen in Boko Haram operation. So we cannot just say that they are former headers clash. No, if this kind of thing that they are doing, burning houses, beheading victims, are like beheading victims are acts of tactics that tactics that have been seen in Boko Haram operation or terrorist operation, then we can say that these people are terrorists. They are not. It's not a farmer header clash. It is not a farmer header clash. I'm telling you, many of those killed or arrested are young men between 18 35. These are the future farmers, builders, engineers, fathers now buried, imprisoned, or displaced. This is really terrible. Nigerian government has failed. I'm telling you guys the honest truth. It's time for international human rights group, foreign governments, and the UN to step in. Like, it's time for these people to step in. It's time for the international human rights, the human rights group, the foreign governments, and the UN to step in about what is happening in Benue State, because what is happening in Benue State is a silent genocide, and the world was not remain silent, because if you remain silent, everything will spoil. I'm telling you guys honestly, everything will spoil if you remain silent. So this is not what happened in Benue State. It's a genocide. It was more than an attack. It was more than an attack, honestly. So guys, when the women take to the streets, it means that the men are either dead, jailed, or too afraid to speak. So there's no longer a political issue, it's a human survival issue. For the fact that these women came out to protest, like they were coming out, this should tell you that this is no longer a political issue. It is not a human survival issue, because Benue residents, Benue mothers, Benue women, Benue widows, they need to survive. So it's no longer a political issue, though. For the fact that these women came out and stormed the street of Benue State, to the fact that they were even causing obstruction of vehicles from moving. This shows that this is no longer a political issue. It's not a human survival issue, meaning that you have to save and defend yourself. That's the reason why those women came out to protest, honestly. The coordinated killings, land occupation, and forced displacement suggest a systematic plan to drive indigenous people away. People are saying that the way they're killing people and occupying people's land is a way to drive the indigenous people away from their own community, which is not even a new, it is not a strange something, because we've heard of a very long time ago. Yes, we've heard of all these things a very long time ago. So when farmers are driven from their land, entire families become beggars, and the cycle of poverty continues for generation. Now, this Fulani herdsmen, the question is, this Fulani herdsmen only seen protecting their cattle and their cow, right? They say that their cattle and the cow is their investment, is their biggest investment. Now, how would they feel if they also know that, oh, these people, these farmers, their crops, what they cultivate is their biggest investment? How would they feel if it was them in that position, and herdsmen come to take over your crop, or you allow cows to eat over your crop? How would they feel? Sometimes people don't even think in the right way. The indiscriminate arrests are often not followed by court trials or investigation, mainly simply disappear into detention. So in some reports, protesting women face street police intimidation, and some have been labeled as troublemakers or inciters. So armed herders don't just kill, they burn down homes, markets, schools, and churches to make return impossible. The violence is no longer isolated to Benue. It's spreading into Nasarawa, Plateau, Taraba, rising fears of regional war. Just like I told you guys, if nothing is done about these Benue killings now, I'm telling you guys the honest truth, it's going to spread like wildfire. It's going to spread, that the violence is going to spread, that it's going to be entering many other places if something is not done about it now, because this is a clear sign and a clear indication that, oh, this Fulani herdsmen really want to take over Nigeria, like they want to actually Islamize Nigeria. And my question is, despite checkpoints and military patrols, killings still occur close to security posts, raising suspicion of collusion. Like, people are now asking that upon all the whole checkpoint and military patrols, so killings still occur close to security posts and nothing is done about it. And attacks are often carried out around midnight, when victims are vulnerable and unable to defend themselves. Then that's when you see these herdsmen would want to come and attack them immediately. That's what they do. They want to come and attack them immediately. It's so sad. So guys, I want you guys to actually listen to what Barrister Darlington has to say about what is going on in Nigeria, as well as insecurity, and I'll be right back.
If we don't get angry with this thing, it will not get away. There is a proverb in my place that if you have rashes on your buttocks and you are covering it, the thing will continue to fester. But when you expose it, shame will allow you to stay there, it will go away. Why is it that each time Tinubu want to address this, he will not mention names? You mean up till now, Tinubu does not know who is causing this problem in Nigeria? Up till now, they don't know. Up till now, they don't know. They don't call them out. I expected Tinubu to call all the Fulani leaders, to call their people to order. That is the way to go. Buhari is there. He knows all these things. He kept quiet. If Nigerians were to be killing Fulani the way they are killing other people, would Buhari talk? Esther, would Buhari talk? They kept quiet because they are the one killing other people. You heard all the statements they have made concerning Benue, especially telling Benue people they must do this before peace can reign. Imagine terrorists giving condition in Nigeria where Tinubu is the president.
He said so because we killed 200 people in Benue State, and so what? Is that why you people are crying and complaining? You are going to You are going to social media to complain. What you saw is just small. You people have been writing that you will chase Fulani out of Benue State.
Yeah, that one is rubbish.
But now you are the ones crying. How many of our cows were killed? How many of our people were killed in the bushes and in their Ruga settlements that you are crying over the killing of mere 200 people? So what? You have not seen anything yet.
Almighty.
I can kill 150 for one of my cows killed. For me, it's an eye for an eye. If you offend me, I don't wait. I take my vengeance immediately. I have stopped thinking twice. I don't forgive or forget. You do me, I revenge as a Fulani of the forest. Killing a human being who offends me or kills my cow is nothing to me. There is no killing that is difficult for me to carry out to avenge my cow or any wrong done to me. We have not even started, and you people are crying already. You will soon see what we are going to do.
He even added something.
Yes,
he said the Fulanis are not government. He said Fulanis are not government. Maybe if government doesn't want to take action, they themselves, they don't waste time. Esther, thank God you are reading this thing now. Nigerians, you can see what we are talking about. You can see. I told him the true story. That is farmer header class. What kind of farmer header class?
They are still running with that narrative.
Can you just imagine? All because the president said it himself. That is farmer header class.
President, do you know that 11 states, because of the resurgence and in killing spree across the nation, 11 states are taking steps to commence ranching as a way to address the age-long violence clashes.
That is not the problem. I told you here, that thing will not work. Esther, even if you give these people a sort of to rear their cattle, they will not agree. That is not what they want. I told Tinubu here when they started this cattle, whatever, ranch, it will not work. That's not what they want.
Are you sure? But the states that are ready to commence the ranching are Lagos. Wait, listen, Lagos, Plateau, Ondo, Zamfara, Bauchi, Delta, Niger, Kano, Jigawa, Nasarawa, and Anambra states. They said the development comes against the surge in killings in Benue and Plateau communities linked to armed headers because of the killings of over 200 persons last week. So, Barrister, this ranching has been something that has been touted since the administration of Muhammadu Buhari. But the fear is that when you give these individuals opportunities to ranch, they take over the settlements.
Have I not told you that that's not what they want?
So what?
Listen very well. During Buhari, when they were pretending to gullible Nigeria that they want to solve the problem, Niger State said they should come and all the land, whatever they need, they provide it. It happened. I discussed it. Kano State said they should come if they are looking for land. But that was the first thing they started making noise that they need land, no place. Kiniko. I said, look at these people, pretenders. Esther, they are, at least Niger State is on the temperate region. It's not in the desert or whatever. So whatever you want to do there, Esther, Niger State is the size of the entire Southwest. Can you just imagine? South, come. Esther, did they listen to them? Did they listen to them? I'm asking you. So if land is their problem, this one that they are offered to them on a platter of gold, Kogi State did the same thing. Kogi State is the size of the entire Southeast. Esther, I hope you are listening to me.
I'm listening to you, sir.
Kogi State is the size of the entire Southeast of 5 states. So what land are you looking for? You cannot find in this place, Esther. Please tell me. Is the Kogi State in the desert? No, tell me. To tell you that these people are pretenders, I can use it to build a new city for Fulanis. So that whether you're a Fulani man from the moon, from the outer space, from wherever, from inner Mongolia, outside Mongolia, if you enter Nigeria, you go there. Since they are your people, you can be comfortable there without any problem. Esther, I made that suggestion here. That Buhari have the opportunity. Since they listen to him, go and do this. You have enough land to rehabilitate these people. Esther, did anybody listen to me? No. Hey. So why do you think that this ranching? What are you talking about? The agenda is temple. Look at what somebody said with his mouth. Only not for what he did. They almost killed the outcome in the same Benue, a governor, elected governor, and they came out to tell you how they did it. Yet no arrest was made. Esther, no arrest. Oh my! Look, look, you see these people, the way they are doing this, they will cause problem, Esther. I'm not joking. Collect their village, collect their farmland, and rename the village. The most annoying thing from Nigeria, at least the securities you have told us to, they said that these people are not from Nigeria. So what are you doing? Esther, what are they doing? You can see how Tinubu is going to win 2027, Abi. That you allow people to come into Nigeria and be killing Nigerians, and you want those Nigerians to come and vote for you in 2027. How can that be? Esther, how can that be? With this level of insecurity, Tinubu is still campaigning for 2027. Is it possible? No, tell me, is it possible? These are the things that make other leaders in other countries resign from office. You don't need to be told. You don't resign on your own because you have failed. You have failed. How can you control for
ranching be established in their own home base?
I am telling you.
When you set up a ranching facility, water, the feed stock, everything is provided there by the state government. I'm sorry to say this. I know that everyone has the freedom to move from one location to the other. Must they reside in other cities, in other states?
Esther, look,
do they have to travel across board?
Look, discussing this matter is very annoying on its own.
No, we have to, Barrister Darlington, because tomorrow you hear of another killing. You can hear one of them who came on social media to post. I'm expecting that the DSS will drill these individuals and not just go and catch innocent Nigerians because the president has given you a timeline. Without proper security, Barrister Darlington, your economy will definitely definitely not thrive. That one is for sure. And not with the external situation going on now with Israel, Iran, the US. Obviously, we know that Nigeria relies heavily on import. We import a lot of things. So if anything happens that there's going to be a constraint in a disbursing of crude oil or having to import crude oil, there's a volatility in the country. So can we actually afford any of this particular misdemeanor? Can we afford it? What is the immediate solution? Imagine you're advising the president. What should be applied to curtail this? This is wrong. This is bad.
When a man does not want your advice, what he's doing is his mind. Tinubu is after 2027.
You cannot say so.
I said
if you don't have a people, if you don't have a people, what's 2027?
It doesn't matter. 2 people can vote him into office. Two people.
It's not possible.
Apparently,
Nigerians to allow that.
Are you serious? Look at what he said in Benue. Does it mean that Tinubu want to solve this problem?
They kept saying that he doesn't have the political will to resolve this.
Okay. Am I lying?
So the resurgence has become so incessant. According to them, they feel that there are certain elements who are in the opposition or certain persons who are not happy with him who have decided to create this, they call it a facade of insecurity, so that it will seem like the president is incapable of actually resolving insecurity, which would be a major issue for him in terms of accumulating trust for his recampaign in 2027. Now, my question is, if the presidency has realized that indeed there are certain persons whom we don't know, but maybe they know, that are actually trying to defame his administration, is this not an opportunity to take decisive action? Call out this, I'm sure with your security intelligence, what is the fear of calling these individuals out?
I've always said that the security problem here is created by the federal government. The day that they want the insecurity to finish, you see, it will end. I insist that it's federal government. They wanted to arrest Kanu. Did they not arrest him? They wanted to arrest Igboho. Where is he now? Is he not running away? Yeah. So if they want to end banditry and kidnappings and all that occasioned by Fulani people, it will be done. Why is the Fulani own exception? Why are they not arresting them? And they are everywhere. Everybody knows where they are. So the day that the presidency and the federal government want insecurity to end in this country, it will end.
Personally, the way this insecurity is being discussed, I don't like it. Seriously, we are not calling out names. We are not. I remember when they said Simon Ekpa is the problem in the status. All of us rose up, all Igbos. On the platform, I called his name out. I called him. Every Igbo man called out to Simon Ekpa. It happened in this country until he was brought down in Finland. Why is it that when this thing are going on, we have never been able to name the people behind it? Deliberately, we avoid their name, we avoid their tribe, we avoid their religion, and that's why they have continued. You see that this person is the problem. Call him out. Why are we just discussing insecurity in general as if all Yorubas, all Igbos, all Niger Delta, they are all involved in insecurity? There is a particular ethnic group that don't want us to have peace in this country. Call them out. Call them out. Let them know that we know that we are doing this thing. Stop it. Every time when they look at the people like Atiku and other talking, don't they know who's behind all this thing? Don't they know? Please, don't they know? Have they called out their brothers who are behind all this and say, look, stop this thing you are doing? Under Buhari, what did he do for once? Meanwhile, we know that the Fulanis are behind all these things. And we say, don't call the Fulani. Then are you going to call me? What then are you going to call me? Hey, if you don't want to discuss, let them leave it now. Let them continue what they are doing. Why are you people hiding the truth somewhere? The Fulani, I don't know where they come, but they're all Fulanis. They want to invite them into this court to come and kill us, and their brothers are aware. The people that invited them are aware. So why are they complaining that we have insecurity? And you cannot tell that you are behind this. It is you. It is you that brought this in. Why not go and call that your mad dog? Because it's the owner of the mad dog that will call the mad dog to order.
It's interesting that but right now it's not a northerner that is.
So you guys have heard what they said about the insecurity in Nigeria. Like the people in power are the ones causing insecurity in Nigeria. I'm telling you guys the honest truth. They are the ones holding insecurity in Nigeria. If they have the power now to stop insecurity, it will stop. These people have power to stop insecurity. They have power to stop anything in Nigeria. Honestly, they have power to stop in the Nigerian government. They have power to stop insecurity, but they don't want to do it. I think it's not the same Nigerian government that arrested Nnamdi Kanu at their own free will. They just did it. The same people that made Sunday to stop talking about all this. So they have power to do anything they want to do. If the federal government say, oh, insecurity will end today, it will end. But because they are still benefiting a lot from all these things, they don't want to end it, and they are forgetting that innocent people have lost their life because of this. The terrorists are now buying people like chicken, which is not supposed to be so. Like, it's not too much. Anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below. And also, if you know you're new to this channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share, turn on the notification button to be getting all the latest news in this channel. So, guys, thanks for watching, and see you guys again in my next live section.